Yeah. Welcome.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hold on, let me read what I'm supposed to read here. Welcome to the Lounge Boys. Our weekly broadcast/podcast is growing as we enter our second year on air live each and every Saturday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on www.listenvisionlive.com, featuring discussions, interviews, and performances which include but not limited to current events, relationships, health, and mental awareness, performing arts, and more, co-hosted by myself, Ty, Timmy, and Nick, who's not here right now. Make sure you are tuned in and following us on all social media. Lounge Boys.
Yeah, that's us.
I had to get that out of my system.
Damn, boy, you was reading that.
That hurt a little bit. My eyes are stinging a little bit, man.
Welcome to the Lounge Boys, where we are.
All that public school reading I had to do a second ago, man. But it's okay. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to the Lounge Boys. Like you know, we do this each and every Saturday, 7 p.m.
He did
back
that
to
on
my
purpose,
normal
too.
self. Yeah, because, man.
Why you didn't say it just like that?
Nah, because you wanted me to read this robot commercial, and I read the robot commercial the way you wanted me to read it, right? See, now you're complaining. See, you do what they ask you to do, and they complain. You don't do what they ask you to do, they still complain. That's a lesson in 2019.
We never talk after the show.
You never
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're back.
Yes. And we have a special guest today.
Mm-hmm.
AJ.
Mesa.
There you go. He got the you forgot a part.
He's practicing.
Esquire.
Oh, yeah, don't forget that.
Yeah.
Lawyer and
That's
advocate.
big.
Yeah,
We got them behind our
definitely big.
names.
He, he's going to come and talk about a couple of things. He has a project. He got a giveaway coming up.
Brown Bag Project.
Monday, correct?
Is
it Monday?
Is it Monday?
It
Yep.
sure
Yeah,
is
it's
Monday. See, I know my dates.
Got
The same day that there'll be
Martin Luther King.
yeah,
Martin Luther King birthday.
Well, no,
Celebrated.
it's actually
It's recognized.
Yeah, it's recognized.
I
on
said the
Monday.
day is celebrated.
Yeah. Okay. Well, them boys act like they just woke up. So listen here. We're gonna go to a commercial, and then once we come back, we're gonna start the interview.
Yep.
And we'll be back.
Alrighty.
It's time for the Lounge Boys. You know we're going to say what we want to say, how we want to say it. We're always going to tell it like it is. Straight to the point, no chase. Yo, this come on, let your boys. Phone call from 4 from the Lounge Boys. Check us out each and every Saturday.
It's your boy Pound from the Lounge Boys. Check us out each and every Saturday at 7 o'clock on www.listendishes.com.
Yeah, it's the Lounge Boys. Best show here, heavy fit for the crown, boy. Wait a line we got now, boy, that's no disrespect. Hard work and determination, and Kim on our back and belief this got us set. 20 plus with the friendship, still ain't missing steps. Hey Nick, I say we gon' run this itch till we out of breath. 7 sharp, better tune in. Listen, we gave the station our vision and moved in. Topic to topic, we kill them topics, no loose ends. No matter the topic, y'all only gossip on new trends. Flow butter, that's new Tims. Team shining like new rims. Y'all need advice? Well, here's your advice, cause we drop gems. We at the top 10, this a whole nother chart slim. Bradley, he chosen, his interview should be top 10. No telling who walking, got our city, they all in. Head above water, we never trip off no light swim. It's the Lounge Boys calling. Yeah. It's the Lounge Boys.
They call me Brad, aka Damn. You know, you gotta listen. You talk that ish. Loud.
Welcome back to the Lounge Boys Show, ladies and gentlemen. I am here tonight, with with the good man AJ Mesa. I said it wrong that time. Goddamn, he's sitting right here this time, and I said it wrong. Mesa Esquire. He is a lawyer and also an advocate. And let's start on the more complex side, the advocate, because I don't think none of us understand what you're an advocate for, unless, you know, we like you're an advocate for something particular, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think the advocacy part comes, I think it plays a part with the lawyer part.
Okay.
But it definitely plays a part in what we do in the community when it comes to shedding the light on individuals experiencing homelessness. I think every part of our event, we try to have an education piece.
Okay.
And I think that part is the advocacy part where you're explaining that, like, all of us can be homeless. All of us is like 1 and 2 paychecks from being homeless. So. Yeah,
you can say that again. Yeah. A lot of us are right now, especially with everything going on with the furlough and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. A lot of people really going through it. So you say they one and the same. So what type of lawyer are you?
I'm a criminal defense lawyer. I started off my practice being a special education lawyer.
Okay.
So I was that was more of an advocate role too, because you was going to all these DCPS schools advocating for our kids to have the services they need. Mm-hmm. But I do more criminal defense work now because that's the second layer of that education and disability part. That, you know, if our kids aren't getting these services, they most likely will end up in the criminal justice system, you know, because you have kids that are in 12th grade, 9th grade that can't read.
Yeah.
What do you do in this world if you can't read? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you see that it's getting exposed a lot more nowadays about the kids and not, you know, the ones that make it through sports and can't read, which they pass them along. And then it'd be some of them that they just pass them along because they want to get them out their classroom.
Exactly. Especially the ones with the behavior issues.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, man, because what I did with the Children's Law Center, we did GAL work too. So a lot of kids was in abuse and neglect system. So a lot of times, man, that the behavior issues is them a cry out for help, right?
Right.
Something's going on in my home, and I need you to save me. And it's sad that schools turn that into one of the things like, well, this kid just doesn't want to be here, so they push him out.
Yeah, that's horrible. I don't like that at all. And I know some teachers who try to, you know what I'm saying, help the kids when they find out that what's going, you know, they try to really get into their students.
Yeah.
So it's some out here, and then there's some that ain't worth a God, you know.
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
My bad. No,
it's okay. Yeah. So I was gonna ask you, where do you practice your criminal? What jurisdictions are you in?
Just DC. Yeah, just DC.
Oh, see, so you know exactly what's going on in the city and everything like that.
Yeah.
You got a little rapport with the kids, you know what I mean? Not only the kid, but, you know, just the people that you defend.
Yeah. I mean, definitely because I grew up around this area. I'm not a DC native. I'm a Northern Virginia native.
Okay.
But all my family's from DC, so I get these kids a lot. I know where they're from. I know their neighborhoods. So especially when they come into my hands, I can speak their lingo. I can keep it real with them.
Right.
Like, yeah, bro, you messed up. You know what I mean?
You can cuss. You fucked up.
Yeah. I know what kind of show this was, but yeah. Sometimes they really
You straight
did.
With us. We the lounge boys. You know what I'm saying? We keep it real. I mean, okay, we got my brothers over here on the show still.
You gotta turn the microphone on.
That's the
quiet, man.
That usually works better when you turn it on.
They at the bus stop today. They done stole somebody's coat too. I don't know what they doing over there. What's your question, man?
Now the question, dealing with kids like that, do you have a lot of resistance from the parents? As in, like, you know, my kid ain't, because a lot of people say my kid ain't bad. It's always the teacher's fault, or it's always someone else's fault, but their child.
Yeah.
How do you deal with situations like that?
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. So the behavior issue is not ever really the problem. There's a stigma of mental health in the black community, right? And a lot of people don't want to think their kids have ADHD or any problem. We don't want to think ADHD is a thing, right? I hear a lot of YouTube videos where like, just beat them. That actually does
that ass,
right?
That's what worked for me.
Yeah. If your kid's autistic, you beating him is not going to change the autism, and so like I think that it's a hard time trying to explain to some parents that your kid needs these services, and it's not that they're slow or like anything's wrong with them, but in order for them to be successful, they might need a little help. And the reality is, man, not every kid's going to be an A student, right? But every kid, I wasn't one. But
neither was I.
Me neither.
Oh, them boys in the bus stop.
Yeah, but every kid needs an equal chance. And sometimes, man, I'm not a big component of special education because at anything people can overuse it. Mm-hmm. But I do think that if you're giving your kid an opportunity to be successful, you should take it. And that's the hard time explaining, like, your kid don't got to ride the slow bus. You can drop him off. He can still catch the metro, but your kid needs these classes in order for him to be successful. So that's the biggest resistance. I don't know if I answered your question.
No, you did. So do you deal with a lot of learning disabilities?
I did. I deal with more of just like if there's a kid, he's like 18 and he probably stole something from 7-Eleven now.
Okay.
But when I was doing special ed law, it was more learning disabilities.
Okay.
There was a lot of behavior stuff, so I did a lot of disciplinary hearings.
Okay.
And those were interesting because what you will find out is almost 98% of those disciplinary hearings I did where a kid like kirked out in his class through a table or something. It was because he was not identified, right? I had this kid that was emotionally disturbed and they had countless IEP meetings or meetings to determine if this kid was going to have an IEP, and they determined he didn't need one. They said he was just bad. But then, like, are you a doctor? No, you're not. You're not qualified to make these determinations. But the school has the ability to refer these kids to get the determination if they need special education or not. So I think that the issue more is that, like, people aren't being identified and like they're getting labeled as being these bad kids, and they take this rap because it's cool to be bad now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And history is itself, man. It keeps repeating itself.
Okay, so if you say that they think doing it because they think it's cool, and then they taking the bad rap, how is it that? I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes, I guess in certain situations, that you gotta be like, all right, look, you did it. Like you said, you messed up. You did it.
Yeah.
If you, I mean, everybody can't supposed to be putting in that, you know, that box of
I agree.
having a problem because they bad in class. Like you said, that's the end thing to do. That's what kids is doing. If I can make you laugh in class, I'm gonna keep making everybody laugh because it make me feel good to make everybody. You know what I mean? It builds up the ego. So I mean, I see how you can get that kickback. My kid ain't got no problems. He just like to clown around. You know what I mean? Because shit, I ain't get straight A's, and I got in trouble. I ain't never throw no dust or no shit though.
I think there's degrees of this, right? Like a kid that's just joking off in class, and a kid that's throwing tables. You know what I mean? Like those.
All right, so once he get to the table level, y'all trying to say that that's when he's got a mental problem, or y'all trying to say, hey, he got anger problems, and we need to find out what's the center of his anger?
Yeah, I think I think you're perfectly right. I don't think that we automatically jump to this kid having a disability, but I do think there's behaviors that are just like not commonly accepted. You know what I mean? And I think that at that point, he might not have nothing wrong with him, but you should.
Times change, man.
Yeah.
Your kids change.
Yeah, I agree. But like to answer your question though, like I think that the center of his anger is important, and I think therapy is good for everybody, not even if you have an identified thing, a purpose, or disability at all. I don't think all these kids have disabilities. I think a lot of these cats want to get in these classes because they ain't got to do nothing. I'm going to be real with you. I had a couple kids, man. I was like, man, ain't nothing wrong with you, bro. Man, you don't get in general population and do that algebra, but they don't want to do it. You know?
They don't want to do the math. They don't want to do it.
So I do. That's why I said like it's like a give and a take. But I have seen a kid, man. He was 4 years old and he couldn't speak yet, and the school didn't want to figure out.
Where your mama and daddy at? They ain't talking to you at home. How you can't speak?
Hey, no, I'm glad you said that because that's something I was gonna ask you.
You couldn't speak at 4? We know you was talking at 2. Probably 1.
Are you getting? I mean, you might not be able to answer this, but do you think it's more of the parenting towards the kids? Because a lot of people always say, you know, it's always the household. That either you got just the mother or just the father. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that double the double parenting. So I think it's more of the parents to me. Most of these problems is more the parents. Not teaching their kids this or that.
There you go. Let me go before you get in. Let me give him this one. He just started some shit.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I agree with you. I think, man, I have seen some terrible parents. I will tell you that. But I do think that these schools are receiving billions of dollars to taking kids with these disabilities. And to say like it's like one of those things, like it's like the government shutdown, right? The Democrats are blaming Trump, Trump's blaming the Democrats. It's like the parents and the teachers, right? Teachers are blaming the parents, parents are blaming the teachers. But the schools have the resources to help these kids. Don't let them tell you they don't, because DCPS makes their salaries is way bigger than every other jurisdiction in this country. So like they have the ability. I think that like
they get a bag.
I think we've known in our community that we have a weird dysfunction when it comes to our family union. We know that, right? So it's almost like, all right, so these kids don't have real parents. So what do? We just let these kids drown? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that there are some great parents that have no idea how to deal with these kids as well, and they're not trained to that. There's no book that you get once you have a kid to like deal with a kid with these bizarre mental disabilities. Right?
Here's how you raise them.
And so like a kid doesn't know how to speak. I don't know if that's as much on a parent, especially if he has autism.
Now see, I ain't no doctor. But if my kid ain't talking about by 4, and I'm supposed to be teaching him ABC 1, 2, 3, like I was brought up, something wrong. And that's when the parents should know right then and there. Look, I gotta take my son, daughter to the doctor and get them looked at and had a doc. The doctor should have been telling them a long time ago before they even got to that age that your son is not responding to certain things. When you go, I remember with my son, I was taking him to the doctor for everything.
Me too, and I got broke for that too.
You get broke. You gotta do what you gotta do. But if something was wrong with him, I was expecting them to tell me. You know what I mean?
I think we get to a layer of different social issues because now you're talking about single mom, and then you're going to or a single father. But then you're going to a poverty level too, when you talk about the type of doctors and social services they actually have. Yep. You know what I mean? Then if you ever go to some of these hospitals, man, or some of these doctors' offices, they're packed. Yeah, and these doctors ain't really doing their due diligence. Like if you have Aetna or Blue Cross Blue Shield,
there's so many loops and holes in America. It's fucked up out here, man.
I mean, literally when I was at the Children's Law Center, I was kirking on doctors once a week. Because I'm like, what is this evaluation? This don't tell me nothing, right?
And then they scribble on the paper. You don't even know what the fuck that shit say.
Exactly.
Take it to the pharmacy. They just give you some drugs.
So, if I'm handing this evaluation that's half done to a school, what are we expecting the school to do? But the school now has a requirement that now that there's a thing in the law called a child fine obligation, right? So once you know that this kid has a suspected disability or suspected issue,
right,
you're supposed to do something. You're required by law. But what do? They kick that evaluation back to the parent and wait until it gets too bad.
So they kick it to the parent and tell the parent that they got to get the kid evaluated when the school should actually be evaluating them with the parent.
School gets paid to do it.
Okay, so you saying that the school should take the kid? All right, when you say I dropped my son off, y'all tell me he got a problem, y'all gonna cart him off to the doctors while I'm at work? That's the problem. So that's part of the problem, right? You saying single mothers, they gotta go to work, they gotta do this. You saying that the school should now step in there, take these kids to the doctor, or have the doctors come to the school?
Well, the schools have doctors. They have therapists and psychologists there. You know what I mean? They're paying all these people. They have people that. Exactly. Now you see my frustration.
I got you.
Yeah, they have these resources. I think what America does, right? We put the onus on the poor people to get these things done.
Yeah, pass the buck. It's yours.
So I got a question.
Shoot it.
Sorry, I got a question for you. So with as you say, sometimes the school fails. These kids, the doctor fails these kids. So what is exactly? When do you step in, and what is it that you do to try to help rectify that situation?
And let me kind of clarify one thing. I don't think that all the fault is actually on the school either. I think that our schools, man, you're talking about some of these schools are so overpopulated. I think it's hard. The teacher has 30 to 40 kids by herself. It might be a little difficult for her to identify that. But to answer your question, when I come in honestly when it's too late. I will tell you that the harm is. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, the harm is already done most times, man. I've had maybe a few kids that were in kindergarten, maybe pre-K 3. But I usually get there when the kid's in 7th or 9th grade where he's just feeling everything.
Oh yeah.
And so that is the problem with the school because this kid has been passed down. And it's a problem with the parent because the parent has been okay with this subpar performance.
So was he getting straight Fs and they passing him, or was he at least passing some of the grade? C, D, and you go on.
Nah, I mean that's the problem, man. I had one kid he was having A's and B's all the way till 7th grade, and then when I found out he was reading on 1st grade level, there was no way this kid was making an A in 6th grade. There was no way. You know what I mean? But that's what the report card reflects.
Okay.
Wow.
That's woo.
Yeah, we have one of our someone on Facebook said, but some schools need to really get involved, just like how parents need to get involved with their kids.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's.
I agree. I think that man, when you think about a teacher though, their life becomes so stressful and they become so jaded that I think at some point when they feel that way, I think you should just find a new profession. Go ahead.
No, just to piggyback off what you said, like you said, some classes only have 20, 30 kids. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for a teacher to treat all 30, 20 kids the same way. So, but like, if you see that in one kid, you should put more attention to that kid.
Yeah,
and I feel you when you
and
say
administration has a part in that, right? Administration sees that this teacher has 10 kids that have IEPs.
Yeah.
How do you expect this teacher to understand an IEP is an individual education plan, right? Mm-hmm. So this kid has a completely different education plan than every other kid in the classroom.
Wow.
And this teacher is supposed to be catering to this kid's individualized needs.
And all the other kids.
And all the other kids. And so we're expecting this teacher basically to be superhuman. And it's not fair. So if they know that these classes are overpacked and overloaded, they need to bring more people in. But the problem comes when it comes to everything, when it comes to our community, where the money going?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, definitely.
So like we have the resources. If you look at how much money is being allocated to public schools in the nation, where is it really going?
So is that something like the special ed class? Because I know a couple of friends that was in the special ed class. You know what I'm saying? And does that help?
Yeah, I mean, if the kids get there, right? So there's different levels of special ed. You can be considered a special ed student and still be in general education classes.
Okay.
And so then you could be in the special ed classes, and those are classes supposed to be smaller, so that teacher is able to kind of deal with those kids.
That ain't what I thought about coming up in the day. I thought something was wrong with you.
Yeah, I mean, most times you only got in that class if something was severely wrong with you.
Yeah. See, like you say, I knew dudes, and some of them was just bad as hell. They just did crazy stuff.
So real quick, it's people who were watching the beginning of the show and they saw us put up the flyer about the project and stuff, and people are asking about it. So we can switch gears real quick, and let's talk about that because I think some people are trying to get involved if it's possible. So let us know what's going on.
All right. So what we're doing for the Martin Luther King Day of Service is we're doing a clove drive. We're collecting sleeping bags. We're collecting hand warmers. We're going to be grilling out there hamburgers and hot dogs, passing out food at Franklin Square Park. It's usually the park, the hub for homeless individuals in the city.
Right by Park, right? The nightclub Park.
Right next to the park.
Next to Park.
Yeah, and so we usually go to that park anyway, but this time, man, the day of service, it's going to be extremely cold, but I thought that we could suffer for 2 hours for people that sleep out there.
Definitely.
And so
you definitely going to feel what it feels like out there on Monday.
23 degrees high.
The wind, 12.
Oh, man.
It's going to be cold.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be trying to light that grill out there for a while, but
that'll keep you warm.
Yeah, I think that what we're doing is, man, anybody that wants to bring clothes, jackets, sleeping bags, old blankets that you don't want, tote bags are very essential because how do you carry this stuff, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be bringing in, we're going to have hygiene products, feminine products, all types of stuff that people don't actually think about that someone might need, but like tampons, right? Pads and tampons. I actually didn't know pads cost so much until I started doing this work. But pads are kind of expensive, and you only get a 4-pack.
I wouldn't know.
Well, my girlfriend told me a 4-pack might not last you the whole day, and I was just like, well,
them brothers at the bus stop know all about it, don't you, boys?
I don't know nothing about that.
Pound,
what time is the event?
It starts at 12. We're gonna try to shoot for like 2:33.
Okay.
Be out there. But we just want to, like, the other part of it, the reason why we're being there so short is not because it's cold, but I don't want to overcrowd anyone's space. I don't want to be like, well, we're helping you, so you got to deal with us until you want to leave.
Okay. Gotcha.
I kind of want to do my service and, like, let you, like, I don't want you to feel like you, if they want to talk, that's cool, but, like, I don't want you to feel like you're obligated to, like, speak to me because I'm doing something out of the kindness of my heart.
Right.
Gotcha.
That's what's up.
Well, how often do you do giveaways and stuff like this? Is it year round or?
It's usually, man, we try to get anywhere from monthly to bi-monthly.
Oh wow.
We used to be weekly, man. We used to make sandwiches, and we had a couple organizations that would help us make sandwiches and chips and drinks, and we had them dropping them off to us, and we were passing them out. Mm-hmm. But it just became too arduous because of our time, right? Like all of us are either lawyers or working professionals, so like. You never know, man. You got a 4-day jury trial. You might not have the time, and it's like it's not that it's not important. It's just that you don't want to also half a anyway. You know what I mean? To
Right.
make it seem like you don't really care. So
you say we a lot. I keep hearing you say we.
Mm-hmm.
So are these lawyers that y'all partnered up together and you have this nonprofit organization together with, or is it your nonprofit and they just assist you in helping you get your goals accomplished? You know how that go.
yeah, so it's a group of us. It's a group of 5 now. That's the Brown Bag Project.
Okay.
I'm the co-founder and kind of more of the face of it. A lot of my team members are a little shy, so like they like doing it.
Shout them out.
Yeah. Hey, you got Anthony Mars, Charles Ross, who's my co-founder. Me and
Okay.
him both founded when we were at the Children's Law Center, and then I can tell you that interesting story after I go through the names. We got Chrissy Pink Shampoo and Sharika Tolliver, and that's us. And then we have other people that help us out, like my beautiful queen Rhonda Singleton, and John Butler, and a lot of people around the area. James King is a big person that helps us out and donates to my organization.
Well, that's good. I just wanted to know your main people because I hear you say team, we, and that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? When you got a team, you never forget your team that helped you get where you got, where you going. You know, so yeah, that sounds real positive and everything. Game, you got a question over there at the bus stop?
No, not really. Like I said, people responded to it, and they were like, they wanted the information, they wanted to know, and yeah, no, we're good to
You
go.
should have told them call in, ask the man.
Yeah, but they're going. They're trying to go find the fight, find where to watch the fight tonight. So they busy. That's why they was rushing, trying to get to it.
You should have told them we ain't telling you nothing unless you invite the lounge boys.
Yeah, exactly. So anything you want to shout out, any projects, anything, any info you want to give, man, this is your time to just reel it out.
Yeah. So if you run into any criminal matters in the District of Columbia, my name is AJ Mesa, AJ_Mesa9 on Instagram. I do DUI cases, I do felonies, I do misdemeanors, I do anything, man. Anything. If you want someone that's gonna take care of you and try his hardest to liberate you through the criminal justice system, hit my line. The Brown Bag Project, every month, man, we're trying to do some types of events. Follow us on Instagram at Brown Bag Project DMV.
Okay.
We have this hygiene product drive giveaway on Martin Luther King Day for the Day of Service for the Honorable Martin Luther King. We have another event coming up March 9th where we're teaming up with Covington Law Firm to pass out hygiene products at Franklin Square and all over the city this time. So we're looking for a lot of people to donate to give back to our brothers and sisters on the streets.
All right. Well, we appreciate you.
Did you bring any bags? 'Cause I think someone might need to take a bag home with them.
The bus stop must be funky.
You could pull up on Monday at Franklin Square.
I'll pull up on Monday for him. I got him. That's my man's now.
Damn, boy, what y'all over there doing? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna we're gonna go to a commercial break. We appreciate you coming in today, man.
Yes.
I think you're gonna get out of here after this commercial break. Thank you very much again. And,
Appreciate it.
We got your information. We're gonna make sure that everybody else they'll see it on the screen again as well. Thanks for coming in.
No problem.
Hey, we're gonna take a commercial break. We'll be right
Juju.
back.
Juju.
Boys.
Yes, we are back. We are back. We are back once again.
They got dropped off from the bus.
Yeah, man. The bus. They said the bus wasn't coming, so we just.
I ain't had my transfer.
Exactly. So once again, we'd like to thank AJ for coming through, man. Remember, if y'all can be there, man, Monday, Franklin Square Park. For those of y'all who don't know what it is, it's by the club park. You know what that is. So it's right there. It's that park out there. They'll be out there at 12 noon. You know,
said y'all can bring a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, to drop off.
Yeah.
Anything.
Clean draws.
Blankets. And I mean, it's a lot of homeless.
Soap.
There's a lot of homeless people out here, man.
Oh, especially in the city.
It's
crazy.
They get liquid soap, right?
Yeah, you can do liquid or bar. Either or.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you can bring, man. You know, just come out and bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out.
That's gotta be a rough life.
Oh man, yeah, I don't want to find out.
So we got the playoffs this weekend, baby.
Playoffs? We do tomorrow.
Y'all team, no.
Playoffs? Who gonna win?
Who gonna win? You looking at who gonna win?
So New England playing Kansas City, right?
New England going back to the Super
your team,
Bowl.
right?
Who?
Kansas City.
Nah, my team is the Saints. So the Saints are.
We go with the bullshit. He's a Redskin fan.
That's my team, the Saints, man. What y'all talking about?
So then we got the Saints and the Rams. Now,
Yes.
I'm just gonna get my prediction.
All right, let's get Pound's prediction. Let's
Okay.
Super Bowl,
Prediction.
Pound. Predict this.
I really think the Saints is going to beat the Rams.
Okay.
I want to say Kansas City, but you cannot bet against Tom Brady. So I'm
I know.
going to say
You can never count. You can never count Brady out.
hell no. I'm going to
never
say
count
New
Brady
England
out.
versus Saints.
Yeah, you can never count Brady out, and that's by default.
Exactly.
If it was any other quarterback back there, man, they'd be counted out.
Anybody
man.
else.
Anybody.
Who
else.
anybody else?
Who he play with? Who's his coach?
I don't know.
Bill Belichick. You better
Okay.
check yourselves.
But if you had a different quarterback, it would be a different
It
story.
would be a whole different
He had
ballgame.
Garoppolo, and Garoppolo did well.
Man.
Did you know
Listen
Jimmy
here.
That's
Garoppolo
because ain't
before
nobody know Garoppolo.
Pause. Did anybody know Jimmy Garoppolo before he came off?
And that's
the
why he
bench
did
in New
good.
England? No.
That's
went to
why he
San
did
Fran
good.
and he got hurt, but he won his first 4 games.
Look
as
at
well.
Dak Prescott. He did good his first year. The second year, he did some shit.
You just don't like Dallas.
I'm just saying.
That came from the heart.
That came straight from the heart.
Man, boy, you can feel the
He shot
feel
down
the
the street.
animosity in that one.
No, we got some good games this weekend, though.
We do. I
We got
can't
some
wait.
good games this weekend.
What is it?
Actually,
Are
the playoffs have been good.
Are they starting off at 1 or what time they starting?
I think they moved y'all game
3
to,
in the 8.
no, I think y'all game
we
moved to
the
1
6.
because of weather. If I'm mistaken, they moved y'all game to 1 o'clock.
Man, why they
Uh-oh.
keep switching the shit, man?
Come on,
I think
NFL,
they moved
man.
to 1 o'clock because of the weather.
We ain't got time for that, man.
Hold up.
Don't
When
make
I
me-
looked on NFL, my bad, Bradley.
Go ahead.
He bad because he gonna miss.
Yeah,
the
he's
game.
upset now. He's
When I
upset
looked on
now.
NFL.com yesterday, that shit said that the Patriots was playing late game and the Rams and New Orleans was playing the early game.
I believe.
Somebody look this shit up, please.
We about to figure it out.
So who do you have?
I got the Rams and the Patriots.
Ooh, okay.
I think the Rams gonna put together a strong running game against New Orleans. They're gonna do a couple little dump off screens. Whoop whoop, juke juke.
I don't know. I think them Who Dat boys is on a mission, man.
Nah, they on a mission.
I think
Them boys on a mission.
They
I
are.
think
They on a mission.
Ty, your game is at 6:40,
I thought it was the late game.
What's the first game?
and the Rams game's at 3:05.
3:05.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who you got, Gam?
Oh, I'm going with the Saints. I gotta go with my team. Who that? You know,
You've just been recruited.
we've been, you know, it's been a long, hard season for us, and we're just happy that we're here in the postseason. And what we're going to do tomorrow is we're just going to, you know, we're going to come out there and we're going to execute our plays and make sure that, you know,
You act like you doing
we
it
hold it
there.
down on defense.
water?
And, you know, we just, you know what I'm saying? We're going to come out there tomorrow ready to play ball.
All right.
What about the other team? What about the AFC?
Yeah, who you got in the AFC?
Kansas City is going to beat New England tomorrow.
All right. I'm glad both of y'all said that.
Yeah, Kansas City is going to beat New England tomorrow.
I'll be
And,
talking to y'all next Saturday.
yeah, we'll talk about it next Saturday. That's going to be the first thing we talk
Your
about.
team ain't going nowhere. Your team been not going nowhere.
But now I want to
Don't talk about my team, man.
I want to give a shout out to a OG. You know what I'm saying? One of the OGs of the game, man. You know, a person who kind of molded this game of music, man. We'd like to give a shout out to Soulja Boy. Why y'all laughing?
Hey, I was trying to figure out where the fuck.
Why y'all laughing?
Because he been asleep for like
Soulja
20
Boy.
years.
Soulja.
He just
Hey, they been
woke
killing
up.
them memes.
Hey,
oh, they been
what?
killing them memes. I just see one before I got here. It said her. I live in Southeast. Come see me. It said Southeast. No, but seriously, man. If you think about it, though, all jokes aside, Soulja Boy started that era of the internet, like being on the internet. He made the little dances up, had people going crazy. He was selling ringtones like crack. Like he was selling like he was the first one.
Started.
He was the one that actually jumped out there and did what a lot of people wouldn't do back then.
And pants off the ass and all that other shit.
Yeah, and all that.
Well, take that shit back.
Exactly.
But the crazy thing is, though, like he put out a lot of stuff out there, and there's some stuff you can't deny. Even
he writes for a lot of people.
Even
too,
the
right?
Drake line, even the joint that Drake stole from him.
I don't know how it go, but I heard him spit the joint on
Tell
Breakfast Club.
me, is that the one?
How it go?
Tell me what's really going on. Drizzy, what's happening? That was
Oh,
Soulja Boy
shit.
shit a long time ago. Kiss me through the phone.
Damn.
Listen, oh no,
He didn't sing it then, man.
But listen, no, nah,
Kiss
but
me
it's-
through the phone. I remember that joint.
Yeah,
I don't listen to that.
No,
bullshit,
let's
so
not
I
get it
don't know.
twisted. Soulja Boy had hits. He used to live on Billboard. He used to live in the number one
Yeah,
spot.
He did.
Crank That Soulja Boy was in every arena, every bar mitzvahs, everywhere you went.
Yeah.
I wish we had
mean,
a camera so we could show management over there dancing. Sing it again.
Crank that.
Sing
Zoom.
Sing it again. Oh yeah, he did that.
They yuling.
See,
And
he
he
was to the shit.
No, he was yuling in the club. I remember that.
Nah,
I
he a lie.
remember.
He a damn
Hey, you was in
lie.
that joint.
You a goddamn lie, Timmy.
What are you doing?
If you don't sit your ass down,
You embarrassing us.
God damn it.
Sit your monkey ass down.
No more drinks for you.
Bastard, come
but-
get this nigga. He ain't with us.
Nah, Soulja Boy, you know, it was just funny. His interview, it's crazy because they say like, man, he's getting booked for shows like crazy right now. They even got labels. That's trying to sign him
But
right
that's
now.
recently though, right?
Yeah, that interview was just this
All
past
they
week.
had to do was do something to go
okay.
viral again, just to put his name back out there, let him know he wasn't. And
Yeah, it's not hard to go viral for real, for real.
I mean,
You can do something stupid.
It is.
we ain't went viral yet.
It
it's
is.
kinda hard.
But he being at who he is and who he was,
Right.
you know, it was easy for him to.
How old
'cause
is he?
That's a good question.
Is he around Romeo
22,
and Lil
29?
Bow Wow age?
Yeah,
29, about to be 30.
28 years old.
Is he around Lil Bow Wow age?
Yeah, I think Bow Wow.
No, he's young. He's older than Bow Wow, ain't he? Or Bow Wow?
Nah,
older?
Bow Wow's older
Bow
than
Wow
him.
older.
Yeah, Bow Wow was first. He just wasn't doing all that shit.
Cause I thought Bow Wow was doing all right for a little bit. But
Bow Wow,
Bow Wow was like a
when he was
what
at
do they
106
call
in
it?
Park and all that.
Heartthrob. Yeah, like a teen. The kids used to love
Oh,
Bow Wow when he
yeah.
was
I guess
little.
once he dropped that little, it was over, huh?
Yeah, he
Yeah, when
wanted
he
to
got
be a
real
gangster.
I think
Look.
we said that about a couple months ago. Gam said everybody got dropped that little shit.
Nah,
Lil
but you
Uzi.
Lil
and-
Wayne ain't dropping.
But you see what happened when they drop it? They turn the fool. Because Bow Wow turned into a damn fool.
Actually,
I
Wayne,
know, I
Lil
don't
Wayne,
know what happened to
his
him,
name
man.
is Tunchi. He don't,
Yeah,
he
he-
don't go by Lil Wayne no
yeah,
more.
it's Tucci.
It's Tunchi.
That's what I'm saying. So it's one of the things you got to drop the little and move on. But Bow Wow, I don't know what's happened to him. He done lost his damn mind.
No,
I think
he needs somebody to sit down and talk to him for real, for real. It sounds
But he had JD and
Man, well, they
what's
ain't
my
no-
girl.
He ain't listening to JD. Him
Brat?
and JD
Where
the
they
same
at?
height.
Where they
He
at
ain't
now?
listening to him.
He got role models
Where
like
they at-
shit.
where they at
I
now,
miss-
though?
I miss. They on the show, whatever that show. Love. No, not love.
Nah, not love.
Bow Wow ain't on it.
Growing up hip hop.
Is it?
Bow Wow.
It's growing up hip
Lil
hop.
Bow Wow and JD and
Oh, you talking about
Brat
that
and all
mogul?
them?
You talking about that mogul?
some little show they got.
Oh yeah, growing up hip hop. Yeah,
Oh,
it's growing up
okay,
hip hop.
Bow Wow
yeah.
on it.
so he got role models. That ain't the problem.
But he ain't
It's
listening.
like
to
Romeo.
nobody.
Romeo got a hell of a family. Where he at?
Oh, he making movies and some
But
more shit.
Romeo's different
doing
though.
great.
Okay.
Don't say Romeo, bro.
He-
No, I'm
yeah,
not
he-
saying. I'm saying.
He just
I like
through
those
that
young
door.
boys, man.
speaking.
That's why I want them. I want them to succeed.
Oh, he is. He doing great.
Speaking of Romeo, you know he got casted to play in Bad Boys 3.
Oh yeah,
He's gonna be in Bad Boys 3. Yes,
Where's
he
the
is.
casting call?
that's good.
They already did it. They already did the casting
Oh,
call.
come on, man. Why do I keep missing this?
Yeah,
You
they
might
did
need
the
a
casting.
manager.
It was. It was.
You want the job?
Damn.
It was actually in Atlanta. They did a casting call in Atlanta.
Oh, I would have been there.
But yeah, they got DJ Khaled's gonna be in Bad Boys 3. I don't know why, but he's
I
gonna
hope
be
he's
in
not
there.
putting his son in there with him.
Who?
Of course he
His
is.
son goes in. Dog.
His son is.
His son more famous than he is.
Why
Yeah,
would-
yeah, no bull.
Damn.
But I'm looking forward to Bad Boys 3, man. I think that's gonna be a great movie. Other day I went and saw The Upside. Is that what it's called? The one with Kevin Hart.
I want to see that.
Very good movie.
Don't know what that is.
Very good movie. I didn't know what to expect because it was Kevin Hart in a more, sensitive
Hart be
type
acting.
role. But it had a lot of funny parts in it too. It was a very good movie.
He was yelling in it, wasn't he?
Nah, not really. It wasn't yelling it really, but it was a good movie. And I haven't seen a lot of.
Don't lie to
Did
you.
anybody see Aquaman?
I
didn't see that.
I seen it.
Somebody up here had to have seen it because that
I
motherfucking
seen
movie made $1 billion. So somebody had to see it. One out of
I
every
seen
three.
I seen on the Fire Stick.
It made
but
$1 billion?
It wasn't all that though.
Man,
Yeah,
It wasn't all that.
I got the wrong
Everybody
job.
went to go see it because of the name, but the actual, it wasn't.
They
it
said
wasn't
it.
good.
Yeah, I mean they said it made $1 billion.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
So
Is it on Fire Stick yet?
Yeah, it's there.
oh, it is already.
It's been on Fire Stick.
Damn.
That's why I saw it.
That's
Shit,
how
I ain't
they
paying
made the
no
bank.
shit, man.
That's how they made the
I falls
bank.
asleep in movies.
You ain't even got to watch it on. Go to the movies to get it. Now
I
You can
know,
watch
and
it
I ain't
right
gonna lie.
there on Amazon Prime.
That other day was the first time I've been to the movie theater in a long time.
You remember the last time I went to the movies?
When?
And you was with me. Halloween H2O at Beltway Plaza. We went deep. It was me, you, Shannon, and like 8 people. We bought 40s in there, everything.
Oh, you talking about that raggedy ass Beltway Plaza Mall movie theater?
That was 19.
The one where somebody got stabbed in?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Me and Turtle was sleep in that motherfucker. That's the last movie I went to go
Yeah,
see.
somebody did get stabbed. I think I knew that.
Yeah,
last
somebody did get
movie.
stabbed in there.
I think I.
Oh, the movie theater is quite pricey nowadays.
Yeah.
That's why you Fire Stick it.
Listen here.
I would like to go to iPick though.
Listen
I heard that
here.
thing off the hook.
Oh, you ain't been there yet?
Nah.
I
I've
go
been
to
there.
sleep every time.
I've been there. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all can do with y'all $10 ass popcorn too. Y'all can shove that $10 popcorn up your ass.
You get it
'Cause there's
free
no
with a drink.
seconds. We'll get it free where? Not no AMC movie theater.
I pick.
Oh, I was about to say not no AMC
pick you
movie
get
theater.
food.
Oh, I pick you get free.
Yeah,
drink,
yeah. I
order
think you get food.
I
Has
had
a
a
reclining
steak one
chair. Has
time.
all that good
That's why I want
stuff.
to go give me some food.
I had a steak one time and fell asleep right after I finished that joint.
Oh, they got steak in there.
I was in the movie snoring.
Oh, I said, yeah, you was on a whole
No
nother
point
level.
in going to see it then.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
I go to sleep.
Sit,
and
watch the Fire Stick and do that.
That's why I don't watch movies. I go to sleep.
That's why I stick to my Netflix. And the Punisher just came back Friday.
It did?
Yes, the Punisher
All right.
season 2 is back.
When do Game of Thrones come back?
I've never watched one episode of Game of Thrones
Dog,
before.
tell me y'all seen Queen of the
Queen of the South.
Queen of the South.
That's old.
Dog, that joint like that.
This nigga older. He talking about something like it was new. Tell me y'all see.
No, I'm just saying because
Hey, all this stories are behind time.
The next season hasn't came out yet. I'm
I
sitting here
know,
waiting.
but the last season been over.
I'm waiting for the new one. I'm just saying. Damn.
So what are you waiting for more, Queen of the South or Power?
Ooh.
I'm waiting on power.
I'm waiting on Power.
I'm waiting on Power.
I want to see if what's her name, Angela. I want to see if Angela died. I don't think
Hell
she died
no.
though.
You can't kill Angela. You crazy? You can't kill Angela. That's
So you don't think 50 dead either?
Oh, 50
No, 50 dead. He gone. 50 gone.
You think 50 gone?
Yeah,
dead.
gone.
That don't mean
They
shit.
made a little
But the
movie
thing-
for him at the end just to show you he's dead.
Yeah, no, he's dead. But what he's doing is, I don't know. It's gonna be. I think it's in this season. He's still gonna be in it because they're gonna go back to when they were growing up.
Oh,
Yeah, like a
flip back
prequel. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay,
They're gonna go
okay.
back and
to when
show.
they was boys and show who.
Yeah, show why it got to the point where it is. So the
Gotcha.
evolution of it. So they have that. That's going to be on there this season. I'm trying to think if there's any other good shows we're waiting on to come back. Snowfall. Yes, that's
Yeah.
Nick's show.
That's my joint. I
That's
like that
Nick's
too.
show.
Yeah.
Snowfall.
I can't believe you ain't watched one episode of Game of Thrones though.
I've never watched it. I've never watched
Me
one
neither.
episode of it.
What?
Nah.
Y'all is lunching. Y'all
Is it
better
good?
watch- Yeah, that shit.
Man,
off
I'd
the
rather
hook.
watch Married with Children. I'm hoping they come back out with another one of them.
Reruns of Married with Children.
Hey, Master P came back out with
I got the hook up too.
Yep.
Yes,
Oh.
he got that. I don't know when that's coming out.
He got everybody in that joint too. He got all the.
He has a lot of the up and coming people.
He got all the people who got famous off IG.
Let me ask you, do you know how much he spent on the first one?
How much?
The budget for that?
How much?
I think it was like, if I'm mistaken, like $500,000.
Wow, you can't do
You know
that
how much
today.
he made off that money?
Oh, he killed him on it.
Murdered them off of that.
He killed him on it in the movie theater and on DVD sales. Oh, it might have been VHS back then, huh?
Yeah,
Arrows. Damn, Mama Arrows.
Damn.
How many of y'all remember
I don't
Arrows?
think it was VHS.
Arrows.
I got the hookup came out with
what was
DVD.
the other one? It used to be in Silver Spring by that Staples.
Blockbusters.
Nah, it was red.
Red.
Was it? What was it? Oh, it might have been.
I just remember Arrows.
That was
West Coast Video or something like that.
That was one of somebody who had their own shop. That was when they had the nudie joints.
Oh, matter of fact, West Coast Video was the porn joint. It was called West Coast.
Damn. The what?
I don't know where that came from.
What was it?
What was it? Real quick.
That's where it came from.
Listen, we're gonna go to a commercial break. This commercial is brought to you by Medina Consulting.
Jill.
LLC, located in Rockville, Maryland. My service specify in 3 areas. 1, collective bargaining agreement interpretation. This service provided to contractors under a union contract within the construction industry. 2, unfair labor practice charges. This service is provided for individuals who are currently under a union membership who have been unfairly represented by their union or whose rights have been violated by their employer. And 3, article of organization. This service is provided for individuals who are currently seeking to start and register their business in the state of Maryland. Please visit my website below at Medina Consulting Group LLC.com.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, we knew y'all was watching.
We're sorry.
Right.
Tim went and breathed on the computer, and the computer just shut down.
Damn.
TV screens, everything just went.
Hot breath.
Oh, my
Exactly.
nuts, man.
We got something special that we want to do with this since we just came back, right?
Yes.
We want to say thank you to someone who is special to us, Lounge Boys, who make sure we're in line every week.
Yes.
And make sure that we got this stuff in order.
Yes.
Because without her,
We will have to listen to him.
no. I don't know who would do it.
So we would like to say happy birthday,
birthday,
Kimberly.
Happy birthday, Kim.
So
And
Kim,
we're going to
come on
sing
up
for
here.
you. You ready?
One of our managers.
Come on up here, Kim.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Put her on the screen. Put her on the screen.
Bring your ass up here.
Happy birthday.
Come behind us, Kim. Come on back here.
Kimberly. Happy birthday to you.
And that ain't it. We had paparazzi was out.
And many more.
Paparazzi was out.
Oh, shit.
And it's because it is your birthday.
You want to blow that out
First,
first?
show that. Go ahead and blow it. Go ahead and make a wish.
Make a wish.
I wish these niggas would get it together.
Hey, that's a good wish. Woo.
You shouldn't have said it because that means it ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
Paparazzi was out. So, management.
Let's
Can we see what paparazzi then found out for us, please?
Are you kidding me right now?
She at work. She at work. She was pissed. Yeah, look, she had that face like, if one more motherfucker say something to me in here.
Thank you guys.
You're very, very welcome.
Well, we do.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, we do want to say that Kim has.
Wait a minute, you gotta cut that.
Kim has been with us longer than this show. When we started at Society, she was actually watching us and critiquing us as we go, cursing us out, and letting us know what we doing wrong, you know. And then once we came on this level, we decided, hey, since she watched us so much, she know all of our personalities and stuff. So we told her, she knew you too, you little knucklehead.
Don't know
So she decided that she wanted to come help us, and we are very, very grateful that she has came and helped us out.
And also, shout out Fingers, man. You know, Fingers on the management team.
It ain't his birthday yet.
It ain't his birthday yet.
Yeah, I know.
He get his on his birthday.
He get his on his birthday. Right. Come on, man.
He get his on his birthday.
We talking about one manager right now, and it ain't Fingers. Come on, stick to the script.
That is so harsh.
Say something.
No, his birthday coming. His birthday coming. We got something for him.
All right, so before we get out of here, real quick, let's talk Pacquiao Broner.
Who y'all got?
I'm going with Pacquiao.
Who you got?
I think Broner talk too much bullshit, man.
Broner get on my nerve.
Yeah.
Hey, dog, if he get the wobbly leg tonight.
Listen here. If he get drunk, he get that drunk leg tonight.
He get that wobble.
Because he talks so much trash before his fights and then ends up getting, and then he in the ring like, you know, I just didn't train as hard and I didn't take it serious.
That ain't what he say. I whipped that motherfucker, man. I beat that motherfucker ass.
You always think he win.
How many losses he got?
2 or 3. He should be up to. I think he has 3 losses by now.
So he lost
Pacquiao got 2, right?
Yeah, he lost
Mayweather.
He might have 3. He lost Mayweather twice.
Hold up, let's figure out Broner first. Broner lost to
Medina. Didn't he lose to the white boy too?
Man, let me get the phone.
Did he fight the white boy Ricky Hatton?
No, I don't think he fought Hatton.
He lost to Barrera. Medina, Barrera, and there's one more person, but I can't think of who it is. But I think Broner's gonna get knocked out tonight.
Me too.
Pacquiao is 42, I think, but he's in shape. He said he doesn't feel like he's 42. So
is he the mayor or governor or whatever the hell he's running for yet?
Yeah, some type of governor.
Yeah, he's a politician. So I was watching the All Access real quick. I was watching his All Access on Showtime, and in the morning before he go run, people line up outside his house, and he gives away money.
Damn.
If you see the line down the street, it's ridiculous, and they line up in front of that man's house.
I wonder if he's giving out 20s or hundreds or what.
I don't know.
That's a lot of people to be giving out freaking money.
That's old, ain't it?
That's a lot.
Oh, I don't know. But anyway, we got to go. It's about our time. Once again, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Lounge Boys. We do this each and every Saturday. Shout out to Nick. Nick, who's not here today.
Taking his daughter back to school.
Safe travels, brother.
Yeah, he's traveling to North Carolina, driving. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, we'll be here next week. We got a surprise for you next week. We ain't going to give it away. Yeah. And, yeah, it's the Lounge Boys, baby. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week.
We love you, baby.
Love you, baby.
Love the.
It's time for the Lounge Boys. You know we're going to say what we want to say, how we want to say it. We always going to tell it like it is. Straight.